Welcome to AT2W.com interviews. I'm Miss Alexandryte, and today we have the honor and privilege to speak with Carl Tyson, the father of Carlina White. How are you today, Carl?
I'm fine, and you?
Great. We want to thank you very much for taking out time to speak with us today at A Toast to Wealth and just sort of coming together with us. And we just basically want to know some information regarding to the reunion of you and your daughter, Carlina White. Um, as many of you know, Carlina White was kidnapped from a Harlem hospital nearly 24 years ago by a woman now named Ann Pettway, who allegedly abducted Carlina as an infant. Carl, we just again want to thank you for taking our time, and we want to ask you, how was the reunion that you had with Carlina?
Oh, the reunion was nice that we had with Carlina. It was nice to see our daughter after 23 years. I mean, I was really happy. I was thrilled about that.
Wonderful, wonderful. We know that this was a terrible ordeal for you over the past, 23, 24 years. Can you briefly explain to us what it was like not knowing where your daughter was for all those years?
Yes, it was. It was really heartbroken. I didn't even know where my daughter was at. I'm not. She's out there in this world. Because every time I used to, excuse me, every time I used to walk past a baby, I'm always looking for her. And there's one that whoever had her, that they kept her in good faith, healthy.
Yes,
It was really hard.
yes, yes, I can imagine it was. Um, we want to know how did it feel when you received the call that Carlina was actually alive, and in fact, a DNA test confirmed that this was actually your daughter?
Oh, how did I feel? I was, first when they told me, they said this young lady called in and said that she don't believe who she thinks she is, that she think that she looking for a family. And I was like, okay. When they wanted to send me the pictures of this young lady, and I saw her, and I said, dang, that dude look like that could be my daughter. She looked just like my other kids. And then when they asked us to do the DNA, and I was like, okay, fine. Then after I kept looking at the picture of her, I said, you don't have to do a DNA. I think that's my daughter anyway.
Wow.
But when they came back with the DNA and said it was my daughter, it brought tears to my eyes. It was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. After 23 years.
Wow. It is totally amazing. It really, really is. How is your relationship with Carlina since the big reunion?
Well, the relationship is not that. It was great from the time of the reunion until I think about 3 to 4 weeks. It just changed because we haven't seen her since January after the reunion. So we only seen her like once.
Okay.
So talking to her and trying to see her, it's real hard because she still loves that family,
Oh, okay.
which I can't take that away from her because she's around and they raised her and everything, but she just won't give me and Joy the time. I know it's hard, but she don't understand that me and Joy suffer all these many years, and people don't understand that even though she's found right now, but even though the family raised her, she
Mm-hmm.
would never know that that wasn't their family. See, me and Joy still would have been stuck out here like, oh my God, where's our kid at? If our kid ever going to come back? So people don't understand that. People think, okay, if Carlina came back, it should be like, oh, we should all we should all dedicate our whole self to her, but she's not giving nothing back to us.
I
I
see.
think that's wrong.
I see. I see. Can we ask you, w- what are your personal feelings towards the family that raised her?
Well, the family that raised her, I don't have, like you said, the family that raised her they probably didn't know. So really, I don't have nothing against the family that raised. I only have something against the lady that kidnapped us. So, wrong is wrong.
Hmm.
I can kidnap a baby today and bring the baby back tomorrow. I'm still going to do time. What, are they going to forgive me for that? It's a
Right.
kidnap.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
wrong is wrong.
Right. Um, we heard that Carlina's abductor, Ann Pettway, that she pled not guilty, and that her
Yes.
attorneys are saying that she raised her, but that she did not kidnap her. Is that true, or what have you heard, or what are your feelings about that?
I heard the same thing, so I don't know what they mean about that someone gave her. So I heard the same thing.
Exactly.
So I don't have no,
Were you
I'm
in
sorry.
court when they mentioned that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wow. We heard news reports that stated that Carlina was inquiring about reward and settlement monies in regards to the kidnapping. Can you speak on what you know about this?
Yeah, I heard that, she said that she didn't mention it directly to me. I know she had mentioned it to her mother. Then when I asked her about it, she didn't want to discuss it with me. And my thing is this, she thinking that it was something, but everybody got the story all wrong. And if they read it like the way they putting it out, it tells you right there when Carlina turned 21. It was something that me and Joy decided to put to the side for her. And I felt like this, even though we did put something to the side, most people probably wouldn't have put nothing to the side because they probably feel the kid would never be found. But we
Exactly.
put it to a long time, and we always had that hope. So when that time came that, they wanted giving it back to me and Joy. Ain't like me and Joy took nothing away from Carlina, Everybody got the story all mixed up.
Right, right. Exactly. Okay. So do you know if it's true that Carlina refused to do interviews unless she was being paid?
Yes, I heard that too.
Mhm. Do you know if that's a fact from her?
I can't say it was a fact from her, but I heard that through the grapevine.
Okay.
So
Okay. Now, we saw her first interview. We assume that was her first interview online in Atlanta
yes.
about a week or so ago. Uh, what did you think of what she said on that radio show?
Well, on that radio show, I saw it too, and I heard it. I wasn't too happy with it because some of the things she said it wasn't truthful. So I feel like the things she was saying about the way certain things she said she didn't say, and she did say it in the beginning. And I feel like how you going to come up on your first interview and deny a lot of things that you said on your first interview when we reunited together.
Right. And I know that because we did a lot of extensive coverage on your story because we were just intrigued and our readers wanted to know a lot about it. I know we read something about an interview that she had done, and she mentioned, you know, abuse and things like that. And we were kind of shocked when we heard that. And then we heard her just pretty much make it sound like it was really a good family household that she lived in. Did you
Hmm.
have any feelings about that?
Well, I heard the same thing that you heard, that she was abused, and now when she gave that interview, she said she wasn't. She was in a good household. Now they had me confused because in the beginning she told us she was.
Right, right. And I know a lot of
So
times
that's
you
what
can't believe what you hear on the news, but that's what we heard as well.
right. I mean, I'm a little confused myself because I was right there with her when she wound up saying that she was abused.
So do you think maybe, because I know, um, experts have, sort of given their take on what she's possibly went through, and that, of course, she lived one life with a different name in a family that she may have known that was hers, but now knows it's not. Now she's met her real family, do you feel like she is going through an identity crisis?
Yes, really
Okay.
do.
So she doesn't really, maybe she doesn't really know how to, I don't know, choose or understand one side from the other because it's such a strange situation.
It is a strange situation, but if you came out to me, if you came out and you wanted to find your real family, and now you found your real family, but now you don't want to be around your real family, you
I
don't
see.
hardly call and talk to your real family. I'm doing more reaching out and texting to talk to her. I mean, I don't get that back. The only time I get the texting back later on during the day, she might have texted me back. But we're trying to reach out. I'm reaching out like I owe her something. I mean, neither one of us owe each other anything. We just trying to have a family here right about now. Since we finally found her, and we all
Exactly.
trying to come together.
Exactly. I understand that. I understand that. Um, so you haven't necessarily seen her. You and the family haven't seen her really since maybe a few weeks after the reunion.
Right. That reunion, when it was January, the last time we saw was January. When y'all saw that reunion that we all three of us together,
Mm-hmm.
that was it.
Wow.
So I
Okay.
haven't seen her since then. Like my family, the White family, they all like everybody wants to see her. Like when we gonna see her? When we gonna see her? And I mean, we not asking her to come and live with us. All we asking is you can take 1 or 2 days out to be with us. That's it.
Right.
Come see us. But you don't even want to put in no time to know us. People say, oh, we got to know her. She don't know us. All right. We feel the same way. We want her to know us. We trying to put that out there. But
Right.
if you don't open up your arms to us, I mean, how can we come in? We can't.
Right.
And you
Right.
keep shutting us down.